Some people want to advertise the fact that they have money to burn. It's the very basis of a capitalist society. Think about it. Without that innate desire to rub our success in our neighbor's face, designer labels just wouldn't be a thing. It's just the way of the world. So when the electric car hit the streets, we already knew there would be someone there to make it faster, plusher, grander, and more gold-plated. So what are some of the most expensive electric cars in the world? These cars aren't all currently in production. Some of them haven't made it to the streets yet, while others have quietly disappeared. It's stunning how many of the world's most expensive electric cars you can't actually buy. This, though, is an amazing insight into the ridiculous world of crazy electric cars with equally crazy price tags. Welcome to the Next Tech Ventures channel. Since electric cars have become a sensation in the world, of course everyone is interested in their prices. Today we're going to talk about the prices of the most expensive electric cars in the world. We know that you're impatient, but first like and subscribe to our channel. Press the notification button so you don't miss the next video. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 5. Genovation GXE. The Genovation GXE hit a verified 205.6 mile an hour at the Space Shuttle Landing Facility at Cape Canaveral. It's probably a matter of time before Rimac tops that record, or even Tesla if it wants to turn up the wick on the P100D. But right now, this car has bragging rights. The GXE has 2 electric motors with 250 kilowatts each at their disposal. That means it has 602 pound-feet of torque on tap from a dead start, and the equivalent of 660 brake horsepower. It's rear-wheel drive, and it was developed with a specific goal in mind. But despite the additional weight, the team was determined to make it a proper sports car. You get 130 miles of range with the GXE under normal conditions. That's enough, but you have to make allowances for this car. It isn't a Tesla. Number 4. Mercedes-Benz SLS electric drive. The electric Mercedes sports car made it into production briefly, but there are almost certainly less than 20 of these plug-in SLSs in private hands. The SLS comes with an electric motor for each wheel and the electrical equivalent of 740 brake horsepower. It has a massive 737 pound-feet of torque too, but the 1,200-pound battery pack slows the car down. Even a full carbon fiber monocoque can't make up for that kind of handicap. So the 0 to 60 time of 3.9 seconds is about as good as things were likely to get, and it was always going to be electronically limited to 155 miles per hour on paper to respect an age-old agreement between Mercedes, Audi, and BMW. This car took 3 hours to charge with a 400-volt predecessor to the supercharger. It weighed 4,650 pounds, 1,230 pounds more than the petrol version, and the range was limited to 155 miles. Number 3. Rimac Nevera. Rimac formally unveiled the production version of its C2 electric supercar. Now called the Rimac Nevera, the Croatian electric speed monster can blast from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.85 seconds and has a top speed of 258 miles per hour, 415 kilometers per hour. It will have a range of around 300 miles, 483 kilometers, and can go from 0 to 80% charged in just 19 minutes. The production version of the electric supercar that was first unwrapped as a concept vehicle in 2018 sports a quad-motor setup with a total output of 1.4 megawatts, or roughly 1,914 horsepower. To control such power, the carmaker engineered an all-wheel vectoring system that serves as a traction control system and electronic stability. The system makes more than 100 calculations per second to aid the driving style of the occupant. The Nevera also comes with 13 cameras, 12 ultrasonic sensors, and 6 radar sensors that are primarily utilized by the AI driving coach of the vehicle to help the driver handle tricky situations. Inside the vehicle, there will be 3 screens that dominate the dashboard: a driver display, a passenger display, and a horizontal center console. Number 2. Pininfarina Battista. If there's another electric supercar that can challenge the Rimac Nevera and the A-Spark Owl, it will be the Italian-made all-electric Pininfarina Battista supercar. The Battista specs are also impressive, with 1,900 horsepower coming from its electric motors. It has access to 1,649 pound-feet of torque that brings the car from its standstill to 62 miles per hour, 100 kilometers per hour, in less than 2 seconds. It can hit a top speed of 218 miles per hour, 350 kilometers per hour. The Battista will come with a 120 kilowatt per hour battery pack that gives it a range of 311 miles, 500 kilometers on a single charge. Having a long history of excellent car design, the Battista has the classic looks for a mid-engine supercar, despite sporting electric motors and low-mounted batteries. Only 150 units of the Battista will roll out from the production line. However, Automobili Pininfarina hinted that it will produce 3 more electric vehicles in the next 5 years. Number 1. A-Spark Owl. If there's another electric beast that can challenge the Rimac Nevera, that would be the A-Spark Owl. Aside from having a heftier price tag, the halo product of the Osaka, Japan-based carmaker is ready to rumble with power installed on all corners. The combined output of its electric motors is pegged at 1,985 horsepower and an instantly available torque of 1,475 pound-feet. The A-Spark Owl can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.72 seconds and hit a top speed of 249 miles per hour, 450 kilometers per hour. The Owl became the fastest accelerating car in the world on a 1-foot rollout when it set this record at the Misano World Circuit in Italy on October 2020. This car has a 65 kilowatt per hour battery pack that can offer a range of 280 miles or 450 kilometers on a single charge. The Owl has an aggressive stance highlighted by dramatic curves that will remind you of a mutation of Pininfarina, Lotus, and Ferrari. Its carbon fiber monocoque body sits low on the ground with a ground clearance of just 6.3 inches, 16 centimeters, with the height of the vehicle measured at 38.97 inches, 99 centimeters. A-Spark will only produce 50 units of the Owl, with 20 going to Europe, 20 to Asia, and 10 to the United States. Will one of these cars go into your hands? Why not? You never know. The car industry is developing more and more, and as we can see, most of them are investing in electric cars. It's no wonder some cars are really expensive. Some of the most expensive cars are also rare, and their owners are very lucky to have them. Would you pay the whole fortune for the car, and which one would you choose? Whichever you choose, you won't go wrong. We'd like to know your opinion, so tell it to us in the comments. At the end, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so you never miss more videos like this. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. See you soon, and by then you might become the owners of one of these cars. Drive safe.